This week isn't just big, it's game-changing. General Hospital.
The evening air carried a strange tension, as though every town, every street, and every home held its breath in anticipation. Across different lives and different worlds, hearts were racing, secrets were unraveling, and choices made tonight would leave lasting scars. Port Charles, General Hospital. Jason stood near the window, his expression unreadable, but his mind anything but calm. The city lights flickered in the distance, reflecting the storm brewing inside him. He had faced danger countless times, but tonight felt different. Tonight, words would be his greatest weapon, and possibly his greatest weakness. Across the room, the person he needed to speak to waited in silence. The tension between them was thick, almost suffocating. "This isn't easy," Jason finally said, his voice low but firm. "It never is with you," came the quiet reply. The conversation that followed was raw and unguarded. Old wounds were reopened, truths long buried came to light, and Jason found himself forced to confront emotions he had spent years avoiding. Every word felt like a step closer to a breaking point neither of them could escape. Meanwhile, across town, a very different energy unfolded. Nathan adjusted his jacket nervously as he waited outside the restaurant. When Lulu arrived, her smile instantly softened his nerves. Tonight wasn't about danger or secrets. It was about connection. "You look amazing," Nathan said genuinely. Lulu laughed lightly. "You say that every time, because it's always true." Their date was filled with laughter, shared memories, and a sense of hope. Yet, beneath the surface, both of them knew that life in Port Charles rarely allowed happiness to last without complications. Elsewhere, Lucas stared at the document in his hands, his heart pounding. What he had just discovered made no sense, and yet it was undeniable. His world tilted as realization set in. "No, this can't be right," he whispered. But the truth was staring him in the face. At the same time, Brooklyn and Chase found themselves wrapped in a moment of rare peace. Away from the chaos, they allowed themselves to simply exist together. "Do you ever wish things could just stay like this?" Brooklyn asked softly. Chase smiled. "All the time." Their connection deepened, but both knew that reality would eventually come knocking. And not far away, Elizabeth found herself in a situation she couldn't easily escape. Trapped, not just physically, but emotionally, she struggled to find a way out. Every second felt heavier than the last. Salem, days of our lives. Danger lurked in the shadows as Leo and Dimitri moved cautiously through the dimly lit space. Every sound made them flinch. "We're not safe here," Dimitri whispered. Leo nodded, fear evident in his eyes. "Then we need to move, now." But escape wouldn't be easy. Someone was watching, waiting. Across town, Philip stood face to face with Gabby, the weight of his confession pressing heavily on him. "There's something you need to know," he said. Gabby crossed her arms, bracing herself. "Then say it." When the truth finally came out, it hit harder than either of them expected. Silence followed, thick and painful. Meanwhile, Liam felt the unmistakable sensation of being watched. He turned quickly, but no one was there. "Klaus," he muttered under his breath. The stalking had begun, and it was only a matter of time before things escalated. Elsewhere, JJ and Theo shared a quiet moment that spoke louder than words. Their bond, once strained, now seemed stronger than ever. "I missed this," JJ admitted. "Me too," Theo replied. Sometimes, healing came in the simplest of moments. But not all conversations were gentle. Belle's sharp gaze fixed on EJ. "You're hiding something." EJ smirked slightly. "Aren't we all?" But Belle wasn't convinced. And she wasn't about to let it go. Los Angeles, the bold and the beautiful. Ivy watched from a distance, her eyes calculating. She had never been one to sit back and let things unfold without her influence, and tonight would be no different. Electra, however, had reached her limit. "Why can't you just stay out of my life?" she demanded. Ivy's smile was calm, almost too calm. "Because I know what's best for you." "That's not your decision to make." The confrontation escalated quickly, emotions boiling over. Later, Electra confronted Dylan, her heart racing. "You kissed Will," she said bluntly. Dylan's expression faltered. "It wasn't what you think." "Then explain it to me," Electra interrupted. But before Dylan could respond, something unexpected happened. From nearby, he overheard a conversation between Daphne and Ivy, one that revealed far more than he was supposed to hear. His eyes widened. What have they done? Genoa City, the young and the restless. Adam was a man on a mission. When it came to helping Nick, he wasn't going to hold back, no matter the cost. "You don't have to do this," Nick insisted. "Yes, I do," Adam replied firmly. "You're my brother." Their relationship had been anything but simple, but tonight proved that blood still mattered. Matt Clark, however, wasn't going down without a fight. The tension between them was explosive, each move more dangerous than the last. Elsewhere, Lauren sat across from Phyllis, a mysterious smile on her face. "I have news," Lauren said. Phyllis raised an eyebrow. "Good or bad?" "That depends on how you look at it." The revelation that followed was shocking, leaving Phyllis momentarily speechless, a rare occurrence. Meanwhile, Sally approached Billy with a determined look. "You need to make peace with Jill," she said. Billy scoffed. "That's not happening." "It has to," Sally insisted. "For your sake and everyone else's." Billy hesitated. The idea wasn't appealing, but deep down, he knew she might be right. Beyond the gates. Night fell heavier here, as though the world itself knew something significant was about to happen. Bill and Anita sat across from each other, the silence between them louder than any argument. "We can't keep avoiding this," Anita said finally. Bill sighed. "I know." Their conversation was painful, filled with regret and unresolved emotions. Every word carried years of history, and neither of them knew if they could fix what had been broken. Nearby, Joey made a decision that surprised even himself. "You have my blessing," he said. The words carried weight, changing the course of someone else's life in an instant. Vanessa listened carefully as Nicole offered her advice. "You have to trust yourself," Nicole said gently. Vanessa nodded, though doubt still lingered in her eyes. And then there was Kyle. No one saw it coming. His move was bold, reckless, even, and it sent shockwaves through everyone connected to him. "What did he just do?" Someone whispered in disbelief. The answer would change everything. A night that changes everything. As the night stretched on, every story intertwined with one common thread: change. Jason's conversation left him questioning everything he thought he knew. Nathan and Lulu found a moment of happiness in an otherwise chaotic world. Lucas faced a truth he couldn't ignore. Elizabeth fought to regain control of her situation. Leo and Dimitri ran from danger, while Liam walked straight into it. Electra demanded answers, and Dylan discovered secrets better left hidden. Adam risked everything for family, while Lauren's news shifted the balance of power. Billy stood at a crossroads, and Sally pushed him toward a difficult choice. Bill and Anita confronted their past, Joey shaped the future, and Kyle shattered expectations. By the time the sun began to rise, nothing would be the same. Because in these worlds, every decision has consequences. And tonight, those consequences had only just begun.